Hello friends, welcome to the YouTube channel Civil Steps. So Civil Steps has started one of the important series that is for prelims 2022. So Target Prelims 2022 initiative of Civil Steps will help students to cover the important topics of history, geography, polity, economy, science, environment and current affairs. So this Target Prelims 2022 series has started from 19th of December 2021 and will help you to cover more than 1000 important topics for prelims examinations. Target Prelims 2022 has been designed keeping in mind the dynamic nature of the UPSC civil services examinations. Hence, Target 2022 focus on overall preparation of a serious civil services aspirant, and it will sail you through UPSC civil services examination very smoothly. So today we will discuss important questions of geography. So the first question is, normally the temperature decreases with the increase in height from the earth's surface because the first statement is the atmosphere can be heated upwards only from the earth's surface. Second, there is more moisture in the upper atmosphere. Third, the air is less dense in the upper atmosphere. So select the correct answer using the codes given below. Option number A 1 only, B 2 and 3 only, C 1 and 3 only, D 1, 2 and 3. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. I hope you have written the answer. So the answer of this question is option number C 1 and 3 only. So the atmosphere is heated by infrared radiation. Moisture is more in lower atmosphere. In the upper atmosphere, air is less dense, which hold less heat, thus temperature is low. So this was the question that was asked by UPSC in 2012 prelims examinations. So now let us discuss question number second. Westerlies in southern hemisphere are stronger and persistent than in northern hemisphere. Why? The first statement is southern hemisphere has less land mass as compared to northern hemisphere. Second, Coriolis force is higher in southern hemisphere as compared to northern hemisphere. So which of the statements given above are correct? Option number A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, D neither 1 nor 2. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. So the answer of this question is option number A 1 only. The speed of these winds are higher and persistence in southern hemisphere. The land mass in southern hemisphere is lesser in comparison to northern hemisphere. As these winds crosses the landmass, its velocity decreases. Thus, the effect of westerlies is less over northern hemisphere than in southern hemisphere. So this topic of westerlies, jet streams are very important from UPSC exam point of view. So you should cover these topics from standard sources and you can read about these topics in detail. So now let us discuss question number third. With reference to agricultural soils, consider the following statements. Statement number 1. A high content of organic matter in soil drastically reduces its water holding capacity. Second, soil does not play any role in the sulfur cycle. Third, irrigation over a period of time can contribute to the salinization of some agricultural lands. Which of the following statements given above are correct? Option number A 1 and 2 only, B 3 only, C 1 and 3 only, D 1, 2 and 3. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. I hope you have written the answer. So the answer of this question is option number B 3 only. So the process of decay aided by bacterial action transforms organic matter into humus, and humus enhances water retention capacity of the soil. So statement 1 is wrong. By elimination, we are left with answer B 3 only. So agricultural soil is very important topic for prelims exam, and sulfur cycle and other cycles like nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, all these cycles are very important. So you should cover all these topics from standard sources. So now let us discuss question number 4. Which of the following are the possible consequences of heavy sand mining in river beds? First, decreased salinity in the river. Second, pollution of groundwater. Third, lowering of the water table. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Option number A 1 only, B 2 and 3 only, C 1 and 3 only, D 1, 2 and 3. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. So the answer of this question is option number B 2 and 3 only. So sand mining wrecks the intertidal area and creates the imminent danger of saline water ingress into fresh water, meaning salinity will increase. So statement 1 is wrong. By elimination, we have answer B 2 and 3 only. In this question, first statement is wrong and you have to identify right statement. So the answer is B option 2 and 3 only. So UPSC can ask situational questions. If this happens, then what would be the consequences of it? So for answering these type of questions, you should have your concepts very clear. So this is all about question number 4. Now let us discuss question number 5. Consider the following statements. Statement number 1. The Barren Island volcano is an active volcano located in the Indian territory. Second, Barren Island lies about 140 km east of Great Nicobar. Third, the last time the Barren Island volcano erupted was in 1991 and it has remained inactive since then. So which of the following statements given above are correct? Option number A 1 only, B 2 and 3, C 3 only, D 1 and 3. So you can pause this video and write your answer in the comment section below. So the answer of this question is option number A 1 only. So Barren Island volcano became active in March 1991. A second phase of eruptions started in 1995. So it means third statement is wrong. So by elimination, we have the answer option number A 1 only. So this was all about question number 5 and this video also. I hope you like the video, so you can subscribe the channel and you can also press the bell icon. So that was all about this video. Thank you very much.